agreement. Let me ask you the second one. I also believe that there's a desire to be led. I don't see as many heads shaking on this one. All right, let me explain. How many of you would agree with me that there are far more followers than there are leaders in America? Let's talk about business. Far more followers in business than there are leaders today. Would you agree with that? Okay, in that regard then, why are there more followers than there are leaders? And I'm asking for input. What do you think keeps people from being a leader, from wanting to be a leader, from desiring, from working to be a leader? Do what? They don't want the responsibility, but this gentleman right down somewhere, this gentleman said it right out. You're right, but he summed it up even better. He said it's easier. You said they don't want the responsibility. Others can say they didn't want to make the decisions. Others say they don't want to have to work that hard. Others don't want the responsibility, the accountability. But the reality of it is, what it comes down to is it's just easier to follow, or at least most people perceive that. It's easier to follow than it is to lead. I tell audiences all the time, and I say it with the big shots in the back of the room here too, folks. The single hardest job in any organization, in all the organizations I've worked with, and I've worked with over 900 different organizations over the last 25 years, and the kind of things that I'm doing right here, I still say the hardest job is frontline supervision. Frontline supervision, trying to make things happen, get things done through other people, trying to make production, quality, safety, trying to take the initiatives that are started by the upper echelons of the organization and push it down to the lower echelon of the organization. Then let the labor then somehow tell, this is what we need, and then you've got to communicate that back up, and you've got to keep everything running. Let me tell you something, this is a hard job. Most people say, I don't want your job. How many of you have ever heard one of your employees say, I wouldn't have your job if they gave it to me? Right? That reinforces what I'm saying. There's a desire to be led, but they don't want to do it themselves.